YouTube. Let's see how this goes. I don't know if it's going to go at all. I don't know. I'm just waiting to talk to people. Maybe someone will see. I don't know. It is currently, oh, come on, clear. 124. So I am going to be going to urgent care in an hour because there is something that I need to get checked out. So I can't stick around for a while, but I can at least talk to those who want to talk to me and ask me questions and things like that. So that's why I'm here. Plus, I'm testing out YouTube. So I've never done this on YouTube before. I've been doing it on Instagram. Hi L. Hi, how's it going? Hey, Cries, hi. Oh my gosh, I have to like lean in to see you guys. I'm so sorry if like you only see my forehead. I've been told it's a very big forehead. But oh my gosh, everyone's coming in now. Oh hi. Oh hi everyone. Ohayo gozaimasu. So, how's everyone doing? This is just a small stream for just testing out and talking with you guys. Oh, comments just went away. What happened? Oh, there they are. Oh my gosh. I've never done this via phone. Yes, I'm still in my PJs. This is my day off. Oh God, comments went away again. What's happening? Why are they doing that? Oh my gosh. I wonder if Ludwig has to deal with this. I've been watching Ludwig for a while, and I noticed that like he would be commenting about like, oh, stream's not set up, something's going on. Where are you guys? Can't see you. I used to be on Twitch, so I kind of know that background and stuff. But hi guys, this is just a video where you can ask me questions and I can tell you what's happened thus far. So if anybody's wondering, we are officially moved away. We are in this new house that our aunt owns. The plan with our aunt is we have signed a lease where we are going to be with her or in this house for 6 months. And then afterwards, we have to find our own place. At this time, we were supposed to be saving up money, trying to pay off our cars, trying to get the process going. So we are budgeting like crazy. And so the point where you probably are interested to know the most is what's going on with the rescue, because that is absolutely important that you guys know what's happening. This house is so small. We went from 1,900 square feet, which I was not aware it was that big, to 1,100 square feet. So it's a tiny house. We inherited 2 animals. We inherited Dookie here, which is a farm dog. And we also inherited, let's see, you can't see him, he's up there, but Muffy, and he is a farm cat. He is adjusting well to being a house cat, which is interesting, but he still is very flighty. He still wants to kind of like run outside, and we've tried to stop him, because now we're back in the city. I've lived in the city like all my life. It wasn't until our uncle invited us out to his property in the middle of a rural area. Yes, rural area, yes, where we just had the space for ourselves, but we weren't able to control what was necessarily going on at the property. We were just helping out to try our best to maintain it, but like we weren't able to see eye to eye with our uncle at most times. Um, and I don't know where else to start, but I also, because since I'm going off here and stuff, um, because this house is so small, I personally cannot keep any small rodents here. The tanks, they can't fit. One bedroom is currently not renovated yet because we suddenly had to move in. We were given a 14-day notice to pay rent or vacate, which is funny because they never gave us the choice in the first place, but that is actually the legal process of evicting, is getting written documentation for pay rent or vacate, and then they start the eviction process, which, if you guys weren't already aware, I have never had been given notice for being evicted before. So this has been very new to us. We were under the impression that his family, our uncle's family, was understanding, and they became very hostile for no reason. And technically we know the reason. They were losing money every day. Our uncle left his daughter a debt that apparently was on purpose. from what I've talked with the people who were closest to him and what he told them. And his children were expecting an inheritance. They were expecting that their father would leave them money. Instead, he left them a debt. And because of it, they're losing money. So that's why they got upset at us and took their frustrations out on us. And even though you might be thinking, oh, well, now I understand a little bit more, it's still not all right for them to do that to us. But they're trying to be in their own survival mode while we're in our survival mode. However, they could have done that more appropriately, and they did not. Being told by a family member on their side that, yes, it's a scare tactic, that's what they intended to do, and yes, they are severely judging you and your partner and are being pushy and controlling because they want things done their way, because for the longest time they were not being given their way. Their father would do his way, and the kids just had to, sit back and let him do his thing and also abandon him in the greatest time of need. Now, I want to say this here before I forget, but just let this sink in for you guys because it still makes me mad, and my partner understands. He's getting tired of me talking about it because he himself struggles with the loss of his uncle differently from me. I am more of a I wouldn't say public speaker, but you know, I deal with my feelings and emotions by getting them out, by actually talking to people because that's what works best for me. I can't really keep them inside. So that's why I like to talk to people, and that's why I'm talking to my counselor about this. And I'm glad I actually went back to her before this all happened because I don't think I would be in a good spot. But apparently, we weren't aware that our uncle was suicidal, while his side of the family was heavily aware that he was. And despite them telling us that maybe if we were given notice that he was suicidal, we would be, quote, better prepared. However, being told by the daughter when I was trying to rehome the horse and goats when he first became ill and was going to rehab for his alcohol problem to just simply run, he will never get better, blah, blah, blah. They knew at that time he was suicidal. They knew at that time that this man was mentally ill. And his own family decided not to be there for him. They never once visited him after rehab or before rehab. I was told by our aunt, which, if anybody's wondering how are they related, they were dating for a long time, got together, and then ended up splitting due to his decisions to treat our aunt poorly. And he never got together with anyone after that. He tried, but it just never worked out. And he basically admitted to us that he done goofed with messing up that relationship because he really loved our aunt. And unfortunately, when things happen and you long for them to be well again, I mean, it will not work out. But knowing that his family knew he was suicidal and told us to run, and them not being there for him, that's fucked up. That is absolutely fucked up. I had one friend in high school commit suicide, and I wasn't physically present when he did it. But me and my friend went to his memorial, and I got to speak publicly about how much he meant to me. And I was very young back then. And it felt very strange, the thought of suicide back then, as a teenager growing up, still in high school, that your friend committed suicide. And that you won't be able to see him laughing or smiling in class again, making silly impressions. Both, yes. And to me, that hit differently than a family member doing it. And even though he made comments about how one of our other family members attempted suicide, and he couldn't understand it, he himself also was lying too. And I didn't know all this until people started talking and was like, wow, I should have seen this. I should have seen this coming. So I did want to say that. I know I'm probably beating a dead horse sometimes by just continuously talking about this, but there is stuff that just kind of comes to the surface. You want to get it out and you want to say something, and then it just goes back. Plus, I feel like this is very important, the topic of suicide, because at some point in most of our lives, we have probably contemplated it. There's some extreme thing that happened. We cannot get over this feeling. We're in a super dark place. I was like that before I got help. I physically was deteriorating and was feeling so sick I couldn't eat without pain in my gut. I couldn't function. I was calling sick a lot at work. I would be throwing up for no reason. And I was scared because doctors didn't know what was wrong with me. And they kept throwing things out. And even though they kept throwing out that it was chronic anxiety, I I had the wrong impression from what the internet and what people say about anxiety and depression and all the antidepressants, that, oh, no, 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 those are going to make you crazy. No, 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 those are so extreme. Those are so bad. And so I got the impression that I never needed any of that. But once I was on antidepressants, my stomach issues went away. While it takes a while for your body to get used to the drug, it did frighten me a little bit because I was having trouble sleeping at first. But holy hell, it's helped. It has absolutely helped. Both mental clarity and both physical restoration. I had to buy a Fitbit because my heart rate was severely high. And my doctors were very concerned. I started throwing up after I got the chickenpox, which my doctor thinks that maybe that kind of jump started the symptoms because my body was already anxious and having this strong virus inside of me now that's in my spinal fluid now, just staying there dormanted until I'm about 50, and I'm probably going to have to get shingle shots. But my body had been in fight or flight response for a long time. And knowing just myself and my childhood, which I will not be discussing here, but maybe you can get a sense that it was not a pretty childhood. I have kind of been longing for being normal. So that's where I'm at with my health wise. And just things kept hitting month after month after month. So I have not been able to get a break. So that's what I want to relate to you guys, is how I'm feeling, how this has impacted me, and where the rescue is going to be. Because I want to still rescue animals. I had to leave my personal boy Cookie Monster with one of my volunteers while I moved away. And I do plan on taking him back, just I don't know where I'm going to put him. Everything in here is tiny. The bedroom, the master bedroom, is tiny. I could fit a lamp, a nightstand, the bed, and that's practically it, besides the closet where I could fit in a dresser. And it reminds me of apartment living, where I was used to apartment living. I used to be a Twitch streamer. I didn't used to rescue animals, and we had less animals when I was streaming and living in apartments. But now that I'm a full-blown nonprofit rescue with my volunteers, I cannot physically keep a lot of animals here. Sorry about the noise. It's probably telling me, hey, don't forget you have an appointment at urgent care later. I have something else going on that I just want to get checked out. But it's important to let you guys know that I still want to do this. I just physically can't while we're here. 6-month lease with our aunt. If her plans backfire because she's going to be selling this place, then we can rent for longer periods. But it's really tiny. It's very comfortable. I do like it because it's like, it's nice and cozy and small. But when it comes to the rescue, we don't have a big spacious room. So I can just walk in and have one shelf, 2 middle shelves, and then another big long shelf like I did at the other place. You're welcome to see old past videos. I was hoping to get a video for you guys out there, because I wanted you guys to see where I was at. I was going to make a pet room tour, and then right as our uncle passed away, it just, all my plans shattered. Me getting healthy again, only to be cursed with what I went through. Like, it was horrible timing. And it's still weird because there's times when I I think to myself, "Oh, I'm going to go to uncle's house." So, it does come in waves because you remember something, you know something, you still feel like they're here. It's still very strong. After my dad passed away, I want to say it took probably upwards of a year and a half to 2 years before I completely stopped. Like, I wouldn't say thinking about my father, but just the whole presence of like he's still here. Like it definitely takes a lot longer to fade away. I'm now in my 30s, which is weird to say. I've joined the 30 club. Hi there, 30 plus year olds. Um, you could say this is kind of like a midlife crisis where you reevaluate your life and you try to see where you're at. And if you guys are younger than 30, don't have your own place yet, don't have much equity, this might hit you very, very quickly. A tragedy can hit you very quickly. If you're still living with, or if you're dependent, or maybe a little, dependent on other people in your lives, to please have a plan. Please have a backup. We were going to move out eventually with our uncle, and we were saving at the time until the pandemic happened. So everything just messed up. It really sucks because you knew you had a plan. It fell apart. You got into an accident, you got sick, and then you're trying to rebuild. But like many of you guys have said in the comments, that you've gone through this before, even before me, even at a very young age or at an older age than where I am right now. You have learned to grow from your tragedy and from your experience. Hearing your stories out there made me feel like I'm not alone, because at that moment where I felt like I was alone, even though you guys were there, like the emotions hit you and you don't understand. You know that, oh yeah, there's always something on the other side, but at that moment you were in that dark place where you're like, I don't like it. I can't do change. I can't do it. I was like that. When we were trying to move the first day to grab stuff, I was frozen. My partner was frustrated with me because he's like, "What's your problem?" I was just dead face. So let me try to mimic the dead face because maybe maybe you guys could see it sometimes in my videos if I have a dead face, or maybe you don't, but I was looking like this, like just I can't. That's what I was like day one of moving. I wouldn't budge. I just couldn't. I was locked. I didn't understand it. Mentally, I was not okay. And it took probably 6 days before I was okay and feeling energetic and myself again. But this move is different from any other move I've had in the past. Where in the past I was excited to move. We keep moving up, we keep getting bigger and bigger places, we keep getting cooler places. But being forced out of a home that you have to depart from, knowing everything's changed and knowing that your loved one's not going to be there with you anymore, that was different. Absolutely different. And it's scary. It scared me. So if you felt turned off by what I was talking about, or if you didn't fully understand, or if you didn't see this type of side to me before, I'm sharing with you now how this has all made me feel. Because I feel like clarity and understanding and just talking with people and just talking with my community will help me recover from this. Recover and grow and be with you guys again. I still have old videos that I need to get uploaded, so you might see the old place, but the new place, mainly it's tile and hardwood floors, and the only carpet is in the bedrooms, but it's very, very thin carpet. It's not really so plush. I thought there was going to be a place where I can film, but honestly, now that I'm here, now that I'm physically here, I'm like, oh dear God, where do I put everything? Where do I put 9+ litter boxes, in such a small space? But right now, my memorial, and I forgot, I have a video for you guys so you can physically see the place while I was packing up and cleaning. But I also filmed when it was all empty, so I might throw that into it too because I haven't edited, I haven't uploaded, but I have it edited, not rendered. But I might just throw at the end the empty house so you guys can see the angle, see how big it was. And it was a nice house, but my God, I did not realize how horrible it smelled until after we moved out. You see, I might have talked about, and I don't remember what I said in the last video about, you know, growing from this tragedy, but that house had so much water damage and roof damage because the roof was collapsing, letting water in, that it was flooding into both bedrooms and also into the living room. But the bedroom is where the roof was sinking, and I knew something was up. I had gone several mold test kits, test them out, showed Uncle. Uncle did nothing. Uncle was like, oh, yes, 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 I need to get the roof. The whole point of us moving in and him saying, well, the roof needs to be repaired and this is the year I'm going to do it. He was a I'm going to do it myself type guy. He did not want to hire anybody to fix the roof, but he should have. A lot of our money, we found out, got spent towards alcohol in the beginning until he finally got over that hurdle and was starting to actually put the money from rent back into the house. But it was too late at that time. But because the roof was in such dire need of repair by the time we left it, I come back, open up the doors, and I smell in the master bedroom this horrible mold, mildew like smell. And it just makes you want to. And I knew something was wrong when sleeping in that bedroom because it smelled kind of funky. I had the air purifier in there. I it just I didn't realize how bad it was. Oh my God. If you guys have ever had allergies or had something happen respiratory wise and it had to have been like a mold or something you learned later on, let me know. I want to hear you guys. I haven't reviewed comments right now and I probably should. I should probably take a little breather and scroll up and talk to you guys and answer your questions. But oh my gosh, I just knowing after I was cleaning the place, and I probably should not have cleaned the place. We should have just left it as is, but I like taking photos and I want to be a good tenant and I always clean up after myself. That's the type of person I am. So when my partner thinks I should have just left it trashed, even though it wasn't trashed, I didn't want that. Even though his family, our uncle's family, probably deserved to clean it up themselves. I spent time cleaning it up before we officially left because it meant something to me. So, anyways, let's talk to you guys because I am terrible at this. I'm so sorry. All right, let me scroll up. There's not a whole lot. Hi, Munchie. I did not know you were going live today. I didn't know I was going live either. I had to reconnect with my volunteers and I wanted to talk to them because I wasn't able to talk to them. We just got internet up and everything, and my computer's not set up yet. I've been trying to clean up the house, trying to unbox everything, and it's just been kind of difficult and physically labor intensive, and I've just not wanted to do anything. And I'm actually watching The Crown right now on Netflix because I need a break today, besides having to go to urgent care to just get myself checked out. But yeah, I didn't think I was going live either, but I just wanted to talk to everybody to let them know I am okay. Everything's gone pretty okay. Oops, I turned it. Oh, you can see Muffy. That's Muffy. Do you see Muffy? Yeah. He sleeps most of the time. He's about, are you 5 or 6? I think he's 5 years old. Oh yeah, and there's Zelda. Zelda's right there. Zelda. Zelda. Oh, Dookie. Dookie. Hi, Dookie. They're all around me. Look at him. Oh, he's watching you. Anyways, let me just scroll. I'm from FL, I assume that means Florida. Do you know where I can adopt a hamster? Unfortunately, I do not. I am so, oh, you say Florida right afterwards. There we go. I do not. I am very sorry. The only rescues I know of are in my area locally and some rescues down in Oregon and in California. Those are the only places I've really connected to besides Home Sweet Hammy Home in Arizona. But that's it. I'm sorry. I would say try petfinder.com and then just type in hamsters and see if there's any in your area. Wishing you the best. Thank you so much. Why did you have to move? Oh, Wolf. Wolf, there's been a big discussion about that. I have my videos unlisted, but of course, if you click the growing from this tragedy video, there will be a link in the description to the past videos that are unlisted, and you can start there. Just because it's been a very long topic, but hopefully you kind of get a sense of what happened. I don't know if it's still up though. Yes, it's still up, but it's just not up to the general public. There was a person that openly admitted that they shared it within their community, and there was a lot of people when they did that just came and harassed me, unfortunately, because they saw the second video without seeing the first video and not understanding the context. I did not want to open up donations or even consider taking people's money because that was not my moral at that time. And at that time, we had at least 3 months worth of saving up money and moving. And then about a month later, they take it all back and say, you have 15 days. And we're like, what? Are you kidding us? So we were in scramble mode. I was at that time in desperate mode because I didn't understand the whole eviction process. I didn't understand what was happening. And so I decided to open it up. I should have said in that video that, hey, because, and I think I did, but maybe it just wasn't brought out. But if you were to look in the comment section under the I'm desperate video and see the I'm desperate. Oh God. The I'm desperate. Munchies desperate. Sorry, I'm feeding into the trolls now. But anyways, the I'm being displaced. Sorry. Displaced video. That I said that I didn't want to do this. And in the comments, you guys mentioned that you wouldn't mind helping and to please open it up and please do something and please, Munchie, don't just do this by yourself. And that's where my thought process came in for the second video. It's just that shit, this is a reality. Shit. So that is why I opened it. I hope that that has been made very clear to you guys. I don't ever want to take advantage of you. I don't think that I did take advantage of you. There is people out there that were not shown kindness, and when they see someone else receiving kindness because of something, they then attach themselves to that person and say, well, comparatively, how come I didn't get help and she is getting help? How come I was struggling and nobody was there for me and she's doing it? And then they start to have this feeling of resentment and frustrations. And I do understand where some people were coming from, but others, unfortunately, just have this mindset that if money is involved, even if it is for good, then it's just a no deal for them. And I get that. I do. I just wish that we could all be together, sing kumbaya, but I understand that things are going to change. People's perspective of others are going to change. I want to bring in Markiplier in this conversation, where I remember I said publicly that, Markiplier's not my cup of tea anymore. On Instagram, I said that I just decided to unsubscribe to him because I don't like his content anymore. And I have been watching Markiplier on and off. I'm still not subscribed to him, but there's some things that he's done that is very amusing, and other things where I'm like, I don't care for it. But I met Markiplier in person, and I can understand where people are coming from when all of a sudden Markiplier is in the news now because everyone's against him, and I'm like, what? People are against Markiplier in a negative way, even though he's done so much. Even though I personally don't watch him anymore, I still think he's a pretty gosh darn nice guy, although he's had some hiccups. People just hold it over your head and just jingle it up and down and don't see any positive after that. And I just felt really bad because even Markiplier cannot avoid the hate of the internet. Oh, but he is a much stronger person and he's in a much better place than I'm sure other people are because like I think that he understands that he's messed up before, but he honestly believes that what he did at the time that has made people so upset and have brought it up even though it was 5 years ago, um, is something that just needs to be held on to. Kind of like with Jenna Marbles, and everybody understands and appreciates and loves Jenna, but she decided herself that she was going to leave because she thought that was what was best, and she wholeheartedly apologized. And I would be lying if I said I didn't cry to know that she's still not with us on YouTube, because she has put such a smile on my face as well as others. And I think a lot of people who dislike and don't understand certain creators like that don't understand the impact that they've made, a positive impact. It's not like Jenna Marbles is going around murdering children and things like that, or like, you know, pushing people over in parks and doing prank videos and being just kind of mean overall. Like, she made some hiccups. That's what I'm calling them. They're not happy little accidents, they're hiccups. And it's just unfortunate that people just think that this is something that we should all just be pitchforks about. And I hate it. I do sometimes just hate how the internet kind of dictates everything. And I personally don't watch a whole lot of people that like complaining about others. I personally don't like complaining about others either. There's times when I have brought up points about content where people have used animals in not so great ways, and I'm like, I do have to say their name, because you just don't bring up points and then not bring up the channel that is causing those concerns. So there's only been like, I think 2 times where I've ever done that, but those are creators that have had a huge impact on platform and have a huge audience where they themselves can handle a little bit of criticism about what they're doing. But yeah, no, it's just kind of weird. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I hope you guys understand. It's just, oh, I've been kind of up and down about the whole YouTube experience, because there were some nice comments and there were some mean comments, and those mean comments did make up some good points, but at the same time, it's just they didn't understand. And for you guys who are here, that full-heartedly learned and listened and understood and also disagreed, but still were neutral about it, because you guys know that you're not going to be able to walk in my shoes ever. And maybe my decisions were not so great, or maybe I said something that I could have said a little bit better. You understood what I stand for and why I'm here. So thank you. Thank you wholeheartedly from the bottom of my heart. Sometimes I do mess up. Sometimes I will make a video and then I would edit it and I go, why did I say this one thing? Why did I say it that way? Jesus. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope my audience understands. But yeah, no, it's just, I'm feeling a little bit better and more hopeful, and thank you guys for being here. So I'm gonna continue reading your comments. I'm sorry. Hi Munchie, my hamster died. Hamster care, I'm so sorry to hear. They have such short lives, and I'm with you there. This year was not fun when it came to deaths of hamsters at the rescue. It was one death after another, and it was very frustrating, because you're constantly in an anxious state when that happens. And then you always panic and worry, well, is it something I did? Is it this and that? Within the rescue, we do get necropsies performed for most of our animals, unless the body is just too decomposed, or, you know, there's too many animals being brought in for necropsies, and the doctor's like, we'll just see a couple of them, which I talked about in Rusty's video. If you guys ever saw the Rusty's story, which was not a happy story. God, I miss him. I miss a lot of these guys. It's weird not having hamsters. I want a little hamster around. Like, I'm still watching people with hamsters, and I'm like, I'm hamsterless, and I hate this so much. It feels wrong. But anyways, I'm so sorry that happened, but thank you for caring for your ham. Thank you for helping me give him the best life. Oh, you're welcome. I can understand on why it's hard to keep hamsters in small spaces. Yes. And even though I did keep hamsters in apartments, and growing up, I did have a hamster apartment because our apartments allowed small animals. Having so many in a small house that's much like the size of an apartment, but due to the design of it, wasn't super ideal. Like, it's possible that the third room that's still under construction right now could house a hamster. I mean, that's where I'm expecting my personal hamster to come back to, so I can keep them in the spare room, because I can't keep my bed and a hamster cage in the same room. It's so tiny. So I'm probably going to keep them in the spare bedroom. But I'm not going to be able to house any hamsters unless we have volunteers, where the volunteers will keep and hold on to the hamsters, gerbils, and mice that we take in and rescue, and or people surrender to us still. But I need more help. I need more support. I haven't checked the email. So if anybody is here from YouTube that's like, hey, I want to help. Hey, I saw this. Hey, I want to volunteer and foster and stuff. Haven't answered that yet. I've been still dealing with stuff, still getting my roots and everything. I need to start getting ready to leave here soon. But I'm going to scroll down and answer as much as I can. But yeah, I could probably house them temporary, but it would have to be in 10-gallon tanks, which is unfortunate. But every 10-gallon tank we have was used for temporary housing during transition period, which is absolutely appropriate because it's a temporary enclosure, or used as a hospital tank where they have to be in something small because maybe they had a flea infestation, so you have to constantly change out their bedding liner, and or apply medication. Yes, I know. Urgent care, I know. Anyways, yeah, no, I would only be able to temporarily keep them here if it was needed, but I need other places to help house them. So that's why this is going to be super more foster based than it ever was if I were to continue. And if you heard that snoring, that is Dookie Boy. He is laying down. Anyways, I gotta go. Bye, peeps. Bye, Wolf. Some people don't look in others' lives and put themselves in that moment. Yep, they don't. They just, yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, the more that I age, the more I realize I need to be kind to those that don't understand, that are still very new at it, especially younger generations, where they get in their head that they're unstoppable, invincible, things like that, and they have the energy for it. Oh my God, I wish I had the energy for it. I can't believe I'm saying that, because I felt great up until I was about 25, and then once I turned 28, I'm like, oh no, everything sucks. So yes, I just trying to understand everybody and try to be more neutral and open-minded. It is much healthier to talk about feelings. People who bottle them up tend to feel worse. Yep. I'm so sorry for your loss. I lost my second hamster on October 28th. Oh, I'm so sorry. 2 years old. That's still good. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe the family knew he was suicidal. Yeah. Oh yeah. To talk about that too. Again, family knew. We did not. But we were told that we were being protected. Protected. I will quote this. Protected. Because to them, they still thought of us as kids, even though we clearly are not kids. And it's nice, but at the same time, we're adults. We could have handled the talk. We would have liked to have had the talk, because if we had known this, yes, we would be there for him. Like, it's the whole what ifs over again, and you can't, go back and be like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done this. But being told by his side of the family that if we had only known that he was like this, maybe we could have seen this coming. How about you guys be there for someone who's mentally ill? All right? And instead you shun them away, and you're only here now because you want to gain something after they pass away. The kids were never on the property, and they once were. But as our aunt said, which I've recently been talking to her since this has all happened, is that his kids were never there. If there was a project that needed to be done, she was there, he was there, but his side of the family was never there. So that's why I was saying in some of the videos, it's weird to see his ex-wife on the property, because she never fucking came out. He went to them because, unfortunately, they kind of made him go to them. When he wanted them to come to his home, to his property, they didn't want to. They were those types of people. And on my mom's side of the family, I do have some people that act like that, where they feel like some of the family members are not quite deserving of their time, or they want them to be a specific way, and if they're not, then they're just going to shun you out. And the horrible part is that I decided to, on my mom's side of the family, excommunicate with my aunt and her and my cousins, because of the way they were treating me. Even though I was going through a lot, I did not like the way they were talking to me. I don't like the way that they took out their frustrations at me on Christmas when I was struggling the most back then with a really hard job and not being able to spend any time for myself and working so much and becoming unhealthy. I was at my lowest weight back in December. It was scary. I didn't know what was happening besides feeling sick all the time and going to the ER constantly. And they had the audacity to shun me and to make me feel worthless and say, well, you could step up, you could do all these things. It's just not when you're that sick and that mentally not okay, or when you're that burnt out and tired. So I excommunicated with my aunt, and I was thinking, I'm glad that I have my uncle because he is the only family I need right now. Besides the other uncle, which will be living with us soon. He's not here quite yet. He is doing God knows what right now. But he's going to come live with us, so that he's taken that part of the second bedroom. But yeah, no, it knowing that plans do go accordingly, and just knowing that I don't really have much family left. I mean, that is something that I've always wanted, was like a decent, stable family. And I just keep feeling like I'm losing it. So that's why I have a YouTube family. That's why I like talking to you guys, even if it's about personal stuff, because I have somewhere someone that cares about what's happening and what I'm doing. So thank you. Another low insecurity of mine where I'm just like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but like everyone should know that, you know, family is what you create and who you bring in. Yes, family could be blood, but at the same time, oh, it doesn't really work out. So, yeah, just knowing that I thought like that when my aunt, I just decided to just not talk to her anymore, and I told her how I felt. I'm like, you guys have been treating me so poorly. I'm sick and tired of this. Please do not contact me anymore. Yeah, that was hard because it's like, shit, this is real blood, but I have to say no. And yeah, no, it's just I don't have uncle to talk to anymore. I do have one uncle, and I can still talk to him. But it's gonna be hard moving forward because he's also shattered. So, anyways, gotta. Oh Jesus! Oh, hello! Oh, hello! Hello, everyone! How are you doing? Sorry, I didn't know I could do that. I was trying to scroll because I need to get ready here to go. But anyways, oh my gosh! Aw, there's a donation of 27 SEK. I don't know what SEK is, but Elena, yes. Elena, thank you so much. I don't know if you're still here or not. I'm scrolling very late in this, but thank you so much. That is so sweet. You guys don't have to do any more. It's good. We're good. I've moved. At this point in time, I will leave this up because just like with all other YouTubers, when we make content, this is more like a tipping thing, like a Patreon and yada yada. So if you guys do want to support what is going to be to come in the future, thank you. I do appreciate it. But I don't need any more help right now because we're all moved in. Everything's been paid for. The move's been paid for. Everything's good. The only thing that is really needed right now for us to move forward to get to that place again where we can get a mortgage and get our feet off the ground is to pay off our gosh damn car payments right now. And then get the Fannie Mae. Oh my god, okay, let's see. I'm happy that you are reaching out. God, it's Zelda. Hello, girl. I'm happy that you're reaching out for mental health. It could be very important for people who are going through a bad situation. Yes. I'm so sorry, but that is a long time. I'm sure they had a great life. My hamster I only had for 9 months. Family can be awful. I've been dealing with family like that, but in a different way. I had many people in my life who off themselves. I wish that you can get in a better situation. Thank you. I feel like I currently am in a much better situation. Thank you for opening up. You're welcome, checkmate. Sadly, I have to go. Oh, bye, roasted chicken. Munchie, hope you feel better and know that you helped a lot of people. Thank you. Take care, roast chicken. Hey, Munchie. Hey, Fern. How's it going? Chicken. Hi, Fern. Hi, Google email. Nice to see you. You guys are talking amongst yourselves, but I'm just repeating. Love your laugh. Oh, thank you. My laugh? Yes, I think that's what you mean. I'm glad that you found a place with a thank you. I lost my son, dad, about 2 months ago. I am trying to pick both our lives up. I have become a single mom now. That's not the plan at all. I am so sorry. It's hard for me to say sorry like this because I know that I don't know you at all. But the feeling of losing someone I do know. And oh my God, I know it's difficult for you right now. But I truly do hope that you can find happiness. And I hope that your son can grow still. And I hope this doesn't hold him back. So please be there for him, okay? That's what I'm going to say. Because oh my God, I do not wish any sort of death upon anyone. It's just it impacts so many more people. Like even with the worst enemies, you know that someone really truly cared about them, and it's going to affect them so much if they're gone. So glad you did it, and to see you again. Take all the time you need. Glad you got rid of them and new place without pushy carpet. Without plushy carpet. But I like plushy carpet. My last apartment had black mold reappearing every time. Yeah, we had black mold around the windows, but in our uncle's house, it was growing from the walls that were just water damage. I'm glad I got an alert on my phone. Aw, hey Munchie, I hope you are in a better place. I guess I am. Hello Muffin. Just wanted to say thank you for helping hamsters. Those little guys deserve our love. I appreciate what you do. Thank you. I have had 2 hamsters. One of them is awake. Where can I get a large bin for making a bin cage? Walmart, Lowe's, Target. Hey, if anyone is interested in a new hamster farm we are starting, collect a rescue list on hamster clubhouses. Aw, I love your channel. Thank you for helping me and my children take care of our hamsters. You're welcome. Aw. Well, it's a whole block with 1 rooms and mostly vulnerable sick people. They try to push it to us. Cheap build so the walls draw moisture from outside. Oh, yeah, that's a cheap build for sure. I'm so sorry. Oh! Right. Oh, with the little doggy, my hero. Oh, thank you. By the way, I think it was you last time where I was in the preview mode and that troll was there and I said, "Oh, doggy," and then I took the attention away and talked about the troll and it just went right over my head. But thank you, Rye. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I do see you and I do apologize that my mind was with the troll constantly creating those accounts. It's just probably a kid out there, and yeah, it just took my attention away. But you matter, you do, and I appreciate the little dog emote. That's very cute, and thank you for the donation again, guys. You don't have to right now. We're in a good place. Moving forward, it will just be used as tips when I do get back to the channel. So keep calm as long as the issue isn't clear. Repairing time, black mold. Okay, I'm trying to scroll down. Sorry, I have to really go here. Otherwise, I'm going to end up at urgent care in my pajamas. Wait, let me just make sure. Okay, I need to leave here within 9 minutes. Anyways, Markiplier? No, Markiplier. Marky Moo. I love your bad cage reviews. Yes, I'm going to still be creating those. As long as I don't have hamsters, I can still create those. You could have a mod go over your comments first to filter out any hateful ones. I thought about doing mods a while ago, but, I just, not everyone's on at the same time, and I'm usually there during previews anyways. I make previews for videos when I will physically be there interacting with you guys, so I can see it. But yeah, sometimes it just takes my attention away, and I do apologize for that. That's just kind of myself. I hate being hamsterless, lol. I'm glad you seem to be doing better. Thank you. I have a hamster, Syrian, and her name is Peaches! I like the name Peaches. After Ice Age 3. I love Peaches. Yeah. Hey, Muffy. Anyways, I'm upgrading from preview to over 900 square inches. That's awesome. I have a Herbal Rusky named Mango. Hybrid name Minu. I think Minu. Oh, God, I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry. Step by step, it will build up again. Foster net will be possible. Munchie, hi! Hello! Doodle, sparkle cleaning. Hi, Munchie. Hey, Spook-K! So happy to catch this live. Oh, I know that kind of luckily most of them care for it properly. Okay, I think I'm getting lost with that comment. Anyways, Stony! I can understand all the emotional turmoil going on right now. I'm still going through a bunch learning to walk and work again after being in a coma. Oh my god! It takes time, but you definitely be okay in time. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here with us now. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing that. Blood doesn't make a family, love does. Yes, exactly. Relate to wanting close family. Unfortunately, sometimes that makes us stay with blood ties despite them making us unhappy. Yes, exactly. Family is something that builds with our close ones over time. Blood is stressed. Families tend to get toxic fast. Yes, I agree. Happy late Halloween! Happy late Halloween as well. I passed out candy! I passed out candy this year. I was so happy. I got to talk to kids. this, if this says anything to you guys, it's like Munchies ready for children because I got so excited. Everyone was so happy and nice and interacting with me. And it's been years since I passed out candy because we've been in a rural area. So it's like, I got to experience Halloween. I didn't really dress up, but the kids that dressed up this year were pretty cool. Anyways, I have to take off. Bye, Checkmate. Glad you have a place to live. Thank you. Munchie, your appointment. I know. Hold on. Oh, Kakaya, thank you. Have a good weekend. You as well. Thank you so much. Guys, stop. I'm going to say right here, stop. We're good. Moving forward, once I upload again, then you can. In this live, you don't have to. Stop it. I'm poking at you. You are the best, by the way. Oh, thank you. I don't find myself to be the best, but I will try my best to be the best version of myself. And you do the same. Hey, Munchie. Hey, Lex. Actually, I have to go now. But she heard you say earlier in the stream that you watch Ludwig. So hello from a fellow Ludbud. Yes, hello. Oh my gosh, yes. Hi. He's so much fun to watch. Even though some of them are rigged on purpose, and he's even admitted that, he is very charming and he's very well-spoken, I would say. He definitely gives you a bigger picture, and he makes it very clear and easy for you to understand. And he's sensible, and I like that. Like, there's times when there's people that aren't very sensible, and then there's other times where it's just like, it just makes sense, you know? Anyways, he's fun to watch. Oh, and Smash tournaments. I'm rooting for Chic players, so. Anyways, my hamster got out last night. Ooh, and I ran down under my bed. He isn't tame, so it took forever. Thank goodness he was okay. I'm glad you found him. Yeah, getting late. 5 minutes. Okay, I have that, I think. We'll see if game account is empty or not. You look much better. Thank you. You helped me with my hammies and piggies. I'm so glad. Are you building your rescue again? I have to leave right now, but it's on hiatus right now. I just need volunteers because I physically cannot keep rodents in this household. We're here for 6 months. After that, we'll see where we're going to be. But we have a lot of animals right now that I have to take care of. Glad to hear everything turned out right. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the future. I appreciate you guys. I do tend to say I love you, but like, who was it that said I'm not your friend? Oh, it's Ludwig. I'm going to say Ludwig again. I do also want to alliterate that even though I say I love you guys, please understand we are not going to ever have that type of relationship. But when I say love, I generally mean good thoughts and feelings to you guys. I hope that makes sense. Even though I cannot be in that type of relationship with you guys, please understand that I wish you all the well wishes and best life possible, and to continue to be happy and to grow together and to be here for each other. And yeah, I just hope your lives are going very well right now. Thank you all. I'll see you. Take care. Bye.